What's up YouTube? It's Louis here bringing you today's cryptocurrency video. Thank you guys for being patient. I did bring out a Hbar update, an in-depth one on Twitter yesterday, but I know that a lot of you did not see it because I was having comments on YouTube saying, Louis, where are the Hbar updates? Sometimes guys, I'm just way too busy, and so I will be bringing Twitter updates. Hello Blaze. Instead, so that is where I'm posting. That's why I urge all of you guys to follow me on Twitter. Not like under half of you that are subscribed here are following me on my Twitter, and that's where I'm posting multiple updates a day, and the link is always in the description down below. Let's take a look at Hbar. What I'm going to go through today is exactly what I already posted on Twitter. So if you want to stay updated with your altcoin, just ask on Twitter because I cannot always make a video. So just say, hey Louis, I haven't heard from this coin in a while, and then write that on Twitter, tag me, say Louis, I haven't heard about Hbar in a while, could you please make an update? I'll do it on Twitter if I don't have time to make a video, and that's what I did yesterday for you. Perfect, let's get into Hbar. Thank you for your support, thank you for your likes, and turn on the notification bell. Perfect. So what I can see, if we measure from here to down here, and you can see that I'm missing these wicks. And why? Because if I went to the 4H time frame, we're on the daily, but if I went to the 4H time frame, you will see that where I've put the fibs are the true support and resistance points. And for some reason, I don't know why it's showing these wicks down here, because there's actually nothing down here. So when I measured from the swing high to the swing low, you've come up, you broke the one, but you've now fallen back down to the 0.50. We did lose that 618. When you confirm the 0.618 as support, you can potentially go to the 1.618 at 95 cents. So something like this would happen basically, where you'd go up to here, come back down. You would want to hold the 618 over here before continuing. However, as long as you're above this 382, you can actually still eventually go up to here. So it's all about staying above the 382. But right now, before yesterday's close, we were actually holding the 0.50 very nicely. I'm going to place some more fibs to see if we are still actually holding this as support. I've drawn this area because we actually have swing lows over here. We have support points. Look, can you see? It wasn't just the top of this box. It was this single line. It's always an area of support and resistance. So support here, support here, support over here with many fake outs, but still, and resistance, all these support points, support again. And right now it looks like after yesterday's daily candle close, you actually closed below. But for me, this is not a significant break. You can see here you lost it a little bit, just slightly, and you got back above confirmed net support. So when it's just a slight breakout, not all the time is it actually a significant one. Here's another example when this was a slight breakout to the upside and eventually became a fake out. Over here, slight breakout to the downside and eventually became a fake out. So is this what we're seeing right now on Hbar, just slightly going below this box with a slight breakout? Could this be a fake out? Just going to place some more fibs for you to actually show you what is going on, measuring from now this swing low to this swing high. Why? Because we want to see the fib retracement, something like this. Go up impulsively, retrace, look where you've bounced off exactly, the 0.618, before continuing to that 1.618. And that looks nice because you're forming some sort of flag pattern here, and then you're eventually going to break out and meet our 1.618. So all in all, it's actually looking a-okay, because yes, we lost the 0.50 at 25 cents. We're actually still holding that 0.618. And I've just gone through examples in the past where when the breaks weren't significant, it ended up being a fake out, just like here, just like here. So look over here, you barely broke below it. So for me, it's not enough of a break. But I could be wrong, of course. If you do hit your head on the 0.50, there'd be likelihood that you would drop back to the 0.618. If you do hit your head on that, we could drop to that 0.786. That's what I would anticipate. Yes, when you are below this, you would go to here, yes. And that would be filling in this wick over here. And potentially, if you do hit your head on that 0.618 and the 382, you're going to come down to this 0.786, which I covered in yesterday's Twitter update at 18 cent, 18.90 cent. And what that would be retesting is this W double bottoms neckline down here. Can you see that, guys? One bottom, two. But you also have a larger one, which you've already retested. So I'm going to draw a line for that as well over here. So for this one, it's actually a box. So I'd measure from here back to this fib retracement level, the 382. So I'm going to drag that across, because it's not a single point, guys. It's an area. You can see here the 382 sitting here exactly, but look, you came down a little bit. This is another example. It came down below, wasn't a significant break, and shot straight back above. And the reason is because this over here, that neckline, is the resistance. So I'm going to drag this back, and you can see you're actually still inside that area. So this is why we've had that bounce, basically. It's all about areas and not specific lines. So I hope you understood that. So we have these two double bottoms. You now come down to retest this. So if we were to say to lose this 050, which we have, so if we get rejected here, we could come down to 382, filling in this wick and getting that nice retest of this large double bottom. If you were to roll over some more, you would probably come down to this neckline over here, the 786. So this is, in my opinion, like what's going to happen for Hbar. Of course, if you start losing this low down here, it's very negative, because this is the low that we formed back in June. And essentially, if you do lose this wick over here, you could come down as low as the 5 cent, and that would basically be your bear market. But giving you that target right now is bear market hopium, so I'm not going to give that to you. I'm not going to say we're going to go down there when we're not even going down there until we lose key levels of support. Right now we're holding key structures. We got a low, we got a higher low, you got a high, you got a higher high, so everything is a-okay. Yes, Louis, we lost this low and these lows and whatnot, but if we zoom out and zoom out and zoom out and zoom out, so you can't see anything, or better yet, let's actually go to over here, turn it to lines, go to the monthly or something. There you go, it's beautiful. You got a high, you got a low, you got a higher high, you got a higher low. Let's keep it simple like that, guys. And as long as you're above that 786, which is your 20 monthly EMA, as long as you confirm that support, or just stay above that, really, you're in a bull market. But if you lose that, and it's not just about losing it, if you confirm it as resistance, so if you lost it, that's fine, you can get back above, hold it as support. But if you lost it and you fail to get above it, that's when you could come to the 1. And I think because you're already below the 20 EMA, you would fall down into your bear market to the 1618. But I'm not seeing that, guys, because look how high above that 20 monthly is. So do not worry whatsoever. Yes, we have the bearish crossover here, but that's just signaling that you're going to come to the 200. Yes, we have lost that, but it's totally fine. We haven't even, once we lost it, we never came back up to it. So we are going to come back up to it. It's just we need to form a pattern first. Is that going to be here? Is that going to be a bit lower? Is that going to be even lower? Until eventually get back above the 200 and eventually head to 95 cent. And then we can look at further targets beyond that, maybe at 150, maybe at 2, maybe at 246. But again, guys, that's hopium. I'm not going to tell you guys these targets. Yes, they're there. Yes, eventually Hbar will hit those targets. Is it in this bull market? Is it in the next bull market? This is what we need to see. But first, we need to hold some key levels of support. And if we can hold these key levels of support, we should get a bounce, because you've used the fibs as it should be. You have an impulsive wave, a correction, or an exhaustion phase before continuation phase. And this is how trading works, guys. You also, as I said, forming some sort of bull flag over here. You could even say some sort of falling wedge. I know that got very messy very quickly. But you could literally say, yeah, some sort of falling wedge like that, some sort of flag pattern like that. And once you break out, you could even measure from here to there, put down the breakout. And you can see where that goes. So let's say it broke out here. Let's just draw that line again. So once you get that breakout, boom, look, taking you back up to here, making a new all-time high. And that breaks above the 1, potentially pulling back to this swing high before continuing to the 1618. Once we reach there, I want to see key levels of support, maybe the 1.272, maybe even this swing high, the wicks, or even the bodies over here, before potentially continuing on to here. But I'm not going to shout for these right now. I'm going to shout for the 1618 as long as you're holding these key levels. So I hope you enjoyed today's Hbar update. It was very in-depth. Remember, guys, follow me on my Twitter, @Louis_crypto. If I'm not posting a video of your crypto, because there's just a million cryptos, I've had like over 10, 15 cryptos that I've had to cover in the past. So I can't make 10, 15 videos a day, every single day. It's like I do have a life as well after crypto, you know what I mean? So if I'm not covering your crypto, just tag me on Twitter. Say, Louis, can I get a quick Twitter update on my crypto? You haven't made a video in a while. Obviously, always post on Twitter, always, for you guys. I'm here to help you, but of course, not a lot of the time I do have time to make videos. That's why in these last few days, I haven't been able to like get them at a consistent time, like get them out consistently. So I'm just trying to find spaces in my day where I can fit in that video, and that's why they're all spread out. But today I have time in the morning. I have to see about tomorrow, but the weekends I usually do have time. So I hope you enjoyed this video. I'll catch you in the next one, and as always, peace.